The screen fades into a stormy Parisian night. The Eiffel Tower looms in the background, its lights flickering as thunder echoes through the empty streets. Rain pelts the cobblestones and a lone figure, Sophie Dubois, dashes across the frame, her coat flaring behind her. She clutches her camera bag tightly, her breath visible in the cold air. Sophie, in journalism, there are stories you chase, and stories that chase you. I thought I was chasing this one, until it caught me. Sophie pushes open the creaking door of Le Clair de Lune, a dilapidated café hidden in an alley. The place looks frozen in time, dust-covered tables, chairs overturned, and an old jukebox standing silently in the corner. Lightning flashes, illuminating the interior. Sophie takes out her camera, snapping photos of the eerie scene. She notices an untouched cup of coffee on the counter, steam still faintly rising from it. Frowning, she approaches cautiously. Sophie whispering, "Someone's been here recently." Her foot nudges a small leather-bound journal on the floor. The cover is embossed with an intricate symbol, a serpent coiled around an hourglass. Sophie picks it up, her brow furrowing as she flips through the pages. The handwriting is frantic, almost illegible, and the pages are filled with cryptic notes, sketches of strange symbols, and what looks like a map of the Paris catacombs. Close-up shot of the journal, one page reads, "The artifact must not fall into the wrong hands. They are watching. Trust no one." Sophie, to herself, what the hell is this? Suddenly, the jukebox crackles to life, playing an old Edith Piaf song. Sophie jumps, dropping the journal. The lights flicker, and a shadow moves across the wall behind her. She spins around, but no one is there. Sophie stuffs the journal into her bag and makes a break for the door. As she steps outside, the rain has stopped, but the air feels heavy. She glances back at the cafe and sees the shadow of a tall figure standing in the window. It's unnaturally still. Sophie, under her breath, nope. Not staying to find out. She turns and hurries down the street. Behind her, the shadow seems to stretch, spilling out of the cafe and onto the cobblestones. Sophie doesn't look back. Later that night, Sophie sits at her cluttered desk in her tiny apartment, the journal open before her. The room is dimly lit by a single desk lamp. She's surrounded by piles of newspapers, books, and her laptop, which displays a half-written article. She begins to decipher the map in the journal, comparing it to a digital map of Paris on her laptop. The map seems to mark a specific location deep in the catacombs, far from any tourist routes. Sophie muttering, "Why would anyone go down there? What are you hiding?" Her phone buzzes, and she picks it up to see a text from an unknown number. "You found it. Don't dig any deeper. They're already watching." Sophie's eyes widen. She looks around her apartment, suddenly feeling exposed. The camera pans to her window, where the faint outline of a figure can be seen on the rooftop across the street. Sophie shuts the blinds and locks her door. She sits back at her desk, staring at the journal. After a moment, she picks it up, flipping to the final page. There, scrawled in blood-red ink, are the words, "The truth lies beneath. Midnight. Be ready." The clock on her desk reads 11:15 p.m. Sophie hesitates, then grabs her bag and camera. She pulls on her coat and heads out the door, determination etched on her face. "Sophie, some stories aren't meant to be told. But if I don't tell this one, no one will." The camera follows Sophie as she walks through the dark streets of Paris, the journal clutched tightly in her hand. Unbeknownst to her, the shadowy figure follows at a distance, disappearing into the darkness as the screen fades to black. End of episode 1.
What would you do if the truth was buried in darkness? A cafe that shouldn't exist? A journal filled with secrets and shadows that follow your every move? Sophie has only scratched the surface, but the real mystery lies beneath Paris. Who is watching her? And what will she uncover in the catacombs at midnight? The story has only just begun, but some secrets are best left undiscovered. Don't miss episode 2, because the deeper Sophie digs, the closer she gets to something she may wish she'd never found. Subscribe now and turn on notifications, because the shadows are watching, and they'll be waiting for you.